get a little video, a little more video of Zach falling trees here. A little more saw, kid. Nice job, nice job. Bam. He does do a good job on that thing. Real good job. He's only been running it, oh shoot, 2 or 3 weeks, so he does a good job. He's one of those guys that he's a natural operator. He can get on just about anything and within a day or two have it figured out. Get a little more of that processor's falling trees there for you guys. Uh-oh, you can get it all out. There you go, kiddo. Right on. He's doing pretty good. Uh-oh. Oh. No, that... Check to see if this thing is out there. I didn't hear it beep. Let's get a couple of shots of the cutter here. I just finished the truck. Probably going to have to push him up the hill, but we'll get to the video of the cutter here for a second or two. Watch the limbs. You can see he's got all that. Oh, I can hear another cutter.
There's a landing up here with the watchman's thing. Decent area if you want to load up here. That's what we're going to load up here somewhere. Alright.
Somebody's unloading something up at the watchman. I didn't know we were expecting any more equipment.
Down at the very end, the last ribbon or tag tree on the right-hand side, I got a tree hung up in it.
Okay.
And you should be able to fish it out of there.
Okay.
Knock it out.
Alrighty, no problem. Get that little tree out of there for Darwin. I got a limb hung up. Limb fall off and kill him. That'd be just my luck. Think you're gonna need a push?
I should be able to.
Alright, I'll just wait right here for a second. You let me know if you get hung up. Wood's a lot thicker over here, a lot thicker. We're gonna do pretty good at that yarder. Uh-oh. Killed it. Dang it, I want to get some more shots of the cutter, but I think I'm gonna have to push that truck. Oh, there he goes.
Something in that one.
Uh-oh. So that's what it looks like when you're successfully roadside. Cutter goes through on each side of the road, folds everything so that the loader can reach it. I had to go build a step-up landing for the yarder, so he got quite a bit ahead of us. Normally you don't want him to be that far ahead, but this way it works out pretty good because now he's done and out of our way, so we don't have to worry about getting in his way. There yesterday there was several times that I wasn't sure where he was at, and so now I know where he's at. We'll swing some logs out of here and throw them up. The only bad thing about it is obviously the brush in the road, and I gotta get them out so not to damage any tree, or minimal damage as possible. I'm gonna have to pick that one up. Top stuck into a couple over there. That was what I was gonna say, is if you're not careful about it, break the tops out. And he's got it, way he's got it laid, should come out fairly easy. The stuff that's on the left-hand side of the road is on top. It fell last.
I just got done adjusting my brakes up and all the head down, drove here before you get back.
But it's pretty productive, really. I mean, if you look at it, we got probably, there's probably a good 6 or 8 loads just from what you can see here. And there's probably another 15 loads up ahead of us that we've already gotten to.
Hello.
But I've started to say part of the problem too is
You got a GoPro going all the time?
Don't always have a lot of room to deck, so you got your decks all over up and down the road. No, not all the time. Anyway,
Every time I look at you, red light blinking.
I am right now, yeah. So you end up having multiple decks. You just start your truck at the end and work your way out. And in between trucks, when it slows down, I will, move logs into each other so that it makes it a little bit quicker. Nice one. This stuff down here is so much nicer than where the yarder's at right now. A lot better. A lot thicker, a lot more wood. You see, when I was picking that one up, I was having a little bit of trouble. So when I brought the boom into myself, because that's when you have your most power, is when that boom's up close. Especially if you're swinging logs uphill. Also, when you do it, when you're out a long ways, your center of gravity, you look at the weight of the log and the weight of the boom and everything is out there, you can flop over a lot easier. Sorry, I had to shut you off there. I got a text I had to take care of. Wrong side. Forgot where I was at before I shut you off. Anyways, so this is roadsiding. Quite productive, really. Fairly low cost at doing it because it's just me and the processor and the cutter too, obviously. Maybe not obviously. I say that a lot, obviously. Sorry. Anyways, but there are some downfalls to it. Like I said, the brush, and then your decks are spread out all the time. But do everything you can to help that yarder be a little more productive. And as part of that, some people would think, well, if you take logs away from the yarder, then it's not being productive. But like this flat ground here, it's harder to get the carriage to run back on. So if you put the hull back on, that slows it down. Plus, if the yarder's going to set right here. What's that? What's that?
And I said, I think my dog's bored.
I bet he is. Anyways, if you can take the first 100 feet,
I found a pack of cigarettes in here.
That's it's the fastest production for the yarder, but they end up waiting because they can get their choker set faster than what you can get the chute clean. So then you end up slowing the yarder down quite a bit. So you take the first little bit off the front end like this, it actually helps the yarder speed up. I gotta get some kind of a mount, or I got a ratchet tie that I used to hold that door open, but I get some kind of a mount so I can just pop it on real quick, inside the cab, and then when I was ready to close it, just pop it off. That figured out. I'm going to end up bending the cylinder on that door. Then the boss won't be too happy with me. I guess I could just get used to running it with the door closed too. I like the fresh air though. Even if it's hot or if it's cold, instead of just using the AC or the heater. And a lot of this brush, when you're yarder logging, will get left in the brush. Some of the limbs fall off when you fall the tree, and then the majority of them, the rest, get knocked off when you're yarding it up the hill. So everything's said and done, you actually only end up with about 10% of the limbs on the landing that you do when you're roadsiding like this. Roadsiding like this, you end up with every one of the dang things. That one was on top. Oh, I can get it by. There we go. Ideally, need to be about an hour apart with the processor. He should be up the hill working on another pile so that I can kind of adjust and walk up and down the road if I want to pile stuff. And like I say, I didn't know the excavator was coming today to put that step-up landing in, so I had to get up there and get that done. And then it's just about the time I was done with that, the truck showed back up. So what I did have piled up for the processor, he got caught up. I would normally, at this point, we got more than enough to get the trucks out today and out Monday morning. I would just tell him to have a good weekend and get the heck out of here, but he don't have a driver's license, so he's riding with me. nice little four-wheel drive trail there. Somebody's been playing. That's always nice when you're on the rigging too. A nice clean spot to walk out at the end of the night. That never hurts anybody's feelings. I think every one of these kids that work here all have motorcycles and four-wheelers. Heck, they'll be riding their motorcycles to in and out. That'd be cool. Done that. I've worked for a couple of guys that had four-wheelers, help pack rigging and stuff. Well, right now I'm just brushing, making the road passable as I go, so if somebody come by we can get them through, and then when we're done I'll come back and clean the road. Well, forgot I slowed my pumps down. That's why my grapples were so slow. Anyway, so we got to pile this brush up in nice neat little piles to burn. Anyway, so when I come back through, that's what I'll do, is I pile it up into piles so they can burn it when we're done. It'll look all nice and pretty in here. I do wish I had a set of brush grapples though. You can still load and do everything else you need to do with a set of brush grapples. They just make it. I must have a bent cylinder. See that? One of my grapple legs is not opening. There it goes. Something's going on. I would assume that it's a bent cylinder when you're grabbing logs and stuff, in between. If you shove down real hard, you can bend these cylinders fairly easily. You gotta be careful with that. Alright. Okay. Fine. Oh, that sucks. Okay, you want to let me by you, and I'll go out and open up that turnaround for him and get him out of here.